Well, hitting the trail means more than just bringing along the right shoes, the right backpack, and your trail map. It also means bringing along the right attitude. With so many people enjoying our beautiful open spaces, courtesy and proper trail etiquette is more important than ever. And here with some friendly reminders and tips, we have our very own favorite JeffCo Ranger, Bonnell, and we're so happy you're here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, apparently we're not being very nice out on the trails.
Most people are.
Okay.
That's what I want to say is most people are doing a great job. It's always that, 4%, 5% bad apples. So we just want to talk to those folks today.
Well, let's talk to them, but is there a rule book out there? Or, I mean, there's just
So interestingly, a lot of places will show the yielding triangle. And if you've never seen it, it has the horse at the top. Everybody needs to yield to horses. And then bicycles need to yield to pedestrians. So if you've seen that triangle, that's posted by most of the agencies. And what we find out is that triangle, really, a lot of people don't really even understand what it is. Yeah. And then there's a lot more. So there it is. That triangle is what you'll see at our parks. And it really isn't enough to communicate with people what they need to be doing.
Maybe it needs to be bigger.
Bigger, more explanation. The problem is you can wax philosophical about courtesy, but a lot of it is just very simple if you just get people to think about it.
Yeah, and it seems like it's very simple, but like you said, we're not always following that and really taking a look at what it means and what it stands for. Sure.
So what we're really asking is the big thing is when you're passing someone else on the trail. So before you pass, can you please slow down and attempt to communicate with the person you're passing.
Good advice.
That's really some of the basic stuff. And if you're coming up from behind, nobody likes a creeper. You need to sort of let people know he did an excellent job when he said, on your left, at least that's saying something. You don't want to just jam up on somebody. That can really startle people and it can actually be quite dangerous. So a simple communication, one of the things we really encourage is one of these bike bells.
Oh,
this is just lovely, having this little sound so you know someone's coming. From the front, if you're approaching, just a simple greeting and slowing down can really help people feel more comfortable as they pass.
And I love that you can carry this, you can have it on your bike, or you just put it on your belt.
Well, and we have trail runners that are creepers, so it's not just bicyclists that are creeping up on people. It can be any type of visitor group.
Excellent. Oh, good advice. Okay, so what else do we need to know and be aware of while we're out on these beautiful trails in Colorado?
Well, you basically need to be ready to run into anything.
Yeah.
So you need to be prepared to stop at any time. A lot of folks claim, well, it was a blind corner. I couldn't really see what was going on. The conditions were technical. It doesn't matter. You still need to be able to stop because you never know what's going to be around that corner. There could be a dog, there could be a kid, there could be a rattlesnake, there could be a bear. So those are all things that you could encounter. So we're asking people to just be prepared to stop.
Okay.
The other thing we're asking is really you do need to be aware of your surroundings. So the folks that are wearing earbuds are really bringing themselves out of the courtesy realm. They can't hear when other people are trying to communicate with them. They may not hear somebody say, look, I'm not ready for you to pass. So we really ask if you're wearing earbuds, take one out so that you can be communicated with and you can hear other people around you.
And I'll bet a big percentage of people actually have their earbuds on or something else going on that they're really just
or they're distracted.
Yeah.
We have distracted driving, we have distracted trail use.
Absolutely. All right, so these rules don't just apply to humans.
That's correct.
Okay,
that's
what does that mean?
Well, we need to have dogs on leash. We've got a great photo here. Off-leash dogs are a source of a lot of conflict. Not everybody likes dogs. Not everybody wants a dog to run up to them. We've had dogs knock over children. And we've had really what was known as a great dog bite another dog. So having that dog on leash really helps just everybody else feel comfortable with their trail experience. And also when you're on the trail, we want you to again think about having that bell. We want you to think about also how big is your group. So when people show up with a huge group of people and they're all heading down the trail together, that can really sort of clog things up for everybody else.
Sure.
So that courtesy of being aware that if you're in a huge group, split up into smaller groups and separate your start on the trail by 5 to 10 minutes so you're not impacting everybody else's visit.
That's a great idea. Walk in a single file line.
Walk in a single file line, exactly. And it doesn't matter how crowded the trail is, even if it's a really great time of solitude. When you go to pass another person, if there's just one other person in the park and you're rude or you're dismissive or you're terrifying because you go by really fast, that can ruin that other person's visit very easily. And it can be incredibly unsafe.
All right, so there's people that are navigating the trails, but there are unexpected things that can happen on the trails. We have just a couple seconds left.
Yes.
So what are those?
Well, we had a bull that...
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Correct.
Horse, a snake, but there's a bull.
Didn't think I'd
There's a
be
bull.
herding
And this
cattle,
visitor
am
was
I
great.
right?
This visitor stopped, gave the bull some space, and even did a little bit of sort of cattle moving along, honey. You know, so so you do need to be prepared. You could see a rattlesnake, you could see a deer, you could see a child, and that being ready to stop and being prepared to be courteous is really going to make a difference for everyone. So that's all we're asking is slow down, communicate, make sure you understand the other person you're passing is ready for you to pass, and it feels like a safe situation to do it.
The bull has the right of way.
The bull always gets the right of way.
Yes, all right. Mary Ann Bonnell, thanks so much.
Thank
Great
you.
to see you as
Great to see
always.
you.
For useful trail updates and visitor tips, go to jeffco.us/open-space. Be safe and plan your next outdoor adventure with the help of Jefferson County Open Space.